All right, Q, progress report brings us to All-Pro defensive tackle Fletcher Cox. And watching him through the early part of the season, he made a proclamation that he wanted to be Defensive Player of the Year this year. And I tell you, he has not disappointed with his effort or production through the early portion of the season. Sunday's game, listen, Ryan Fitzpatrick threw for a lot of yards. A lot of it was designed to get the ball out of his hands quick, but there were times where Fletcher was still able to be disruptive.
He's just a dominant football player, and you really can't block him. When he decides that he wants to, look at this. No one does this. I have to go back to Reggie White to see a guy that can make moves like this. He squares him up, and this guy thinks that he's going to take him head up, and he just swats him. That big club move and easily gets to the quarterback. And you cannot block this guy. There's so many situations where we can watch Fletcher Cox. I love him here. When he's on the nose or shading the center, there's no center in the National Football League that can slow this guy down. Watch how athletic he is, watch how powerful he is, and how disruptive he is when the ball is snapped.
Yeah, you talk about that athleticism. His ability to not get reached here.
Yes.
Keep his shoulder pads square to the line of scrimmage, knowing where the running back is at. I like the leverage he keeps on the running back there.
Absolutely.
Doesn't outflank him, doesn't create a hole on the front side or the back side. That's dominant play from the D-tackle position.
Yeah, that's strong, but that nifty. You see how he's sliding his feet just so nifty, moving down the line of scrimmage and following that ball carrier.
Let's watch him here. Guard gets a little bit of leverage on him here because the player's going this way.
Yep.
But here's the thing, this is Fletcher's gap responsibility. Once he secures that gap responsibility, doesn't give up on the play, still fights to get over, and his motor, when you talk about a defensive tackle position, he and Aaron Donald, I think, are the two best D tackles in the game because they never stop attacking the line of scrimmage. Watch him here on the final drive of the game, and you're talking about just brute strength. Watch how he bench presses the guard here.
You don't see many men able to do this. This is 300+ pounds of man, and Fletcher just grabs him by the shoulder pads, puts him on his back, and he doesn't make the play here, but look how disruptive he is. This is how you stop the run game. You don't always make the play, the tackle yourself. You don't get that credit, but when you're able to take their line of scrimmage, take it to the other side, disrupt the play, that's really effective defensive football.
Getting penetration, that's the key, and he's the first one you always see in the backfield. It allows those other guys that he's playing with to be able to be aggressive. Linebackers flow downhill. His play so far through the early portion of the season, man, I tell you, Defensive Player of the Year, not ready to give it to him yet, but he's on his way.
He's on his way.